Fake news is the lies that are published in the media with the intent of misleading people and making more money. Fake news has been around since the Spanish-American War era, when newspapers participated in yellow journalism, the exaggerating of the truth in headlines to make the newspapers sell.
Well, you probably have to go back to the late 1800s and the Spanish-American War era, progressive era time period.
At one time we would have called it yellow journalism and making things up in order to sell the newspaper. I think today it's news that's being used to shadow reality so that we don't know what's really going on.
Fake news stories in the newspapers about the USS Maine exploding, the mistreatment of Cubans, and more led to a war between America and Spain. If fake news can lead to a war in the 19th century, how much more could it do today? Rather than being spread by newspapers that people had to buy, fake news is now spread on social media.
It grabs their attention, it fits with what they think is really happening, and so they use it kind of like, hey look, see, I was right, this is what I thought, and they use it to back themselves up without actually fact-checking it to make sure that it's real.
A fake news story about Apple caused the company to lose billions of dollars in stock just 15 minutes after it was posted. Apple recovered by the end of the day, but that just shows how quickly fake news spreads and how it can have devastating effects on our society.
We don't know what the reality is when we watch the fake news or read the fake news rather than looking for the actual facts. And people can get away with things because we don't know what's going on.
As nowadays you'll get legitimate news that is 100% false. You know, from my understanding, some of the fake news that exists now is not even credible sources, not even real stories, and like truly have no merit whatsoever, but because it's on a website or feed, people take for actual truth.
Fake news is a threat to our democracy. It has just had a huge impact on our most recent presidential election.
It's disgraceful that the intelligence agencies allowed any information that turned out to be so false and fake out.
Traditionally, the media and the press has always been watching the government and reporting on any corruption. But this doesn't work anymore since it's difficult to know what is fake and what is real. But you can help stop the spread of fake news by always checking your sources, reading the entire article before you share it, not sharing a post just because it makes you angry, and making smart decisions online.